Hi everyone, this is Zingo. I'm with Cape Classics, importers of French and South African wines, and I'm here to tell you about the Philippe Pacalet Cornas 2017. Any discussion of the wine needs to start with Philippe himself. Philippe grew up in Beaujolais. He is the nephew of Marcel Lapierre, famous producer in Morgon. And he also had the opportunity to work in his early career with Jules Chauvet, who's very famous. He's the inspiration for the Gang of Four Beaujolais producers and the godfather in a lot of ways of the natural wine movement in France. Very low intervention, lower alcohols, and Philippe has carried those ideas into his career, into his current company, which is sort of a micro negociant, making small cuvées of a lot of different great vineyards in Burgundy and now the Rhone. Philippe worked for a number of years as the winemaker at Domaine Prieuré Roch, which is a very important small domain in Nuit Saint George, which pioneered a lot of the ideas of no sulfites, whole berries, and lower alcohols, and working with organic vines going back into the 80s and 90s. For the Cornas, he's expanded into a new region, but it's not completely new to him because he spent a number of years in agricultural work for the French government in the area and got to know a number of the growers. So the Cornas is not like any other Cornas really that you'll find, and that it brings a wonderful minerality that is identifiable as Cornas and the granitic quality that comes from the soil, but it's not a monster wine. It's 13% alcohol instead of a lot of the 14.5 Cornas that you're likely to come across. And it's because of both the vineyard selection and the way that Philippe makes the wine. The wine itself comes from a couple different climats in Cornas, one called Saint-Pierre, which is at the top of the appellation, and another called Mazard, which is at the sort of bottom of the appellation below Chaillot and Renard, which are the two really famous vineyard sites. Both of those vineyard sites give fruit that's not quite as intense and alcoholic potentially as in the middle of the slope. But in addition, Philippe is working with whole clusters and doing a fermentation without a lot of extraction, only doing pigeage a couple times a day for about 16 days or so, which leads to a wine which is classic Cornas and Syrah terroir, but still has an elegance about it and almost a drinkability that's like crossing Cornas with the idea of Beaujolais. I hope you really enjoy it. It's really distinctive wine and just terrific terroir clear. Thank you.